Thanks so much, Erin. And I would like to find my remarks. Okay. Okey-doke. Here we go. Looking for them. Sorry about this. We have gotten our pages mixed up. So maybe, Yeah, let me have that. Thank you. Okay. I could wing it, but I think I would go on for too long. So welcome, and thank you for joining us to honor Sarah Stranahan and Mort Zuckerman, two extraordinary civic leaders. Civic leaders who every day do so much to strengthen our democracy. We're pleased that so many members of our Common Cause family are here tonight to celebrate our honorees' achievements and to draw strength and inspiration from the remarks of our keynote speaker, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Preet Bharara. As Common Cause founder John Gardner pointed out, some people strengthen the society just by being the kind of people they are. Tonight, we're hearing from 3 such people. Working to strengthen our democracy is challenging. Sometimes it seems as if the political discourse has been subsumed by a carnival atmosphere and voter cynicism. Our democracy has become the province of large corporations and self-interested political contributors and lobbyists. While we're concerned with the issues of the moment, Common Cause's overarching principle is to empower citizens to have a powerful role in their government. We use every tool at our disposal in the service of this goal. Common Cause New York starts public conversations that get results. Here in New York, we're blessed with a robust fourth estate that is as aggressive about accountability as we are. So when we send up a flare, we see it ricochet. From the New York Times to the Wall Street Journal, to the front pages of upstate papers, and to the editorial page of the Daily News. Thanks, Mort Zuckerman, for keeping the Daily News alive and its voice strong. When you have an active and competitive news media committed to the public interest, organizations like Common Cause New York have powerful help in our mission of holding power accountable. Our job at Common Cause New York is to be the organization where citizens find the tools they need to address the shifting and constantly changing issues at the local, state, and federal level. Every week, we have contact with tens of thousands of New Yorkers around the state who care about strengthening our democracy, helping them hold power accountable. It's challenging but rewarding work, and no one can do it alone. I want to thank our New York board for their continued involvement and guidance, particularly our gracious and tireless board chair, Susan Rubenstein. And our national board members, Bill Hubbard, Greg Descant, and Marilyn Malconian, and of course, Chang Park. Thanks to Special thanks to our national president, Miles Rappaport, and senior national staff, Karen Hobart Flynn, Jenny Flanagan, and Susan Schreiber for supporting our work in New York. And of course, a special thanks to our small but mighty New York staff who so frequently keep me from falling on my face, Prudence Katz and Angie Martinez. And before we get to the short video that I'm going to show for you tonight, Erin mentioned the book that we have, her wonderful book that's in the center of each table. And as she said, one of you is going to get to take it home tonight. So I'd like to ask you, push aside the roll and take a look underneath your bread plate. One person at each table is going to find a green dot. And it's that lucky person who gets the book. No, it's not me. No. Well, friends, don't be too disappointed. We do have some extras. We don't want any fights at the table over Erin's special book. So if you really want to take your own copy home and you weren't the lucky recipient of the green dot, Erin will be outside at the end of the dinner, and we'll have some extra copies for you. So as I said, I'd like to share with you a short video. It features 4 activists from Hamburg, a town in Erie County outside of Buffalo. One of the people that you will see, Barbara Rogers, is a longtime Common Cause New York member who works relentlessly on money in politics. She came to us for assistance in helping reverse an initiative that shrunk the Hamburg Town Council down to an unworkable small size. Barbara was bound and determined to put a measure correcting this error on the ballot. We helped her strategize. We helped her locate like-minded activists by calling and emailing our members in Hamburg. And ultimately, we encouraged her to write and speak under the Common Cause banner to get her measure on the ballot. We sent a staff member up to Hamburg in November to help in last November's election. And I'm happy to report that Barbara's measure won last November. I'd like to play you just a part of the video that we have of the Hamburg activists. And what you'll see are Barbara and 3 other activists from Hamburg. The gentleman who's speaking is Bill Barrett, a Hamburg Republican Committee member, and he and Barbara are joined by David Podolsky, a Hamburg Conservative Committee member, and Laura Podolsky, a community activist.
This is the perfect example of like how one person can affect 56,000 lives. So if you're watching this and trying to figure out what's going to get you to get to that next level, first you have a passion, then you have a vision, but you have to execute. And that's what Common Cause does, is it helps you execute your passion. It helps you bring people together with resources that are going to make them more successful. So you're not just David against Goliath. You're a bunch of Davids against Goliath.
One of my main goals as a Common Cause activist is to energize the grassroots.
And really, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's because of members like Barbara Rogers that Common Cause exists. She embodies the ideal of a citizen activist that John Gardner set out to recognize and mobilize. For as John Gardner said, the citizen can bring our political and governmental institutions back to life, make them responsive and accountable, and keep them honest. No one else can, not even the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. And that, John Gardner didn't say that part. And that's what we're seeing right now. It's particularly fitting that we'll be honoring Sarah Stranahan tonight because she spent her life dedicated to engaging and empowering people to stand up for themselves, helping those without resources or connections get the resources to build political power. Barbara Rogers is not a wealthy or well-connected person, but she has a vision of an effective and responsive government working for the people. And Common Cause New York is here to help provide the tools for her effective activism. By joining us tonight, you not only help us celebrate our 2 honorees, you help Barbara and many like her strengthen our democracy. Thank you.